Hey everybody, it's Brian, the home loan and real estate guy. And today I am excited, very excited to talk about CalHFA's 20% down payment assistance shared appreciation program. The reason I'm so excited about this is because last year in 2024, when this program came out for the second year in a row, I had a client apply for this program, and every year there's a certain amount of vouchers that are issued to people who want to participate in trying to receive this 20% down payment assistance program. So they had thousands and thousands of people apply for this voucher, and there's only a certain amount of vouchers that can get out there. And one of my clients last year received what we call the golden ticket, a voucher for this program. And again, this gives them the ability to go out and purchase a home and receive up to 20% in down payment assistance through the CalHFA Shared Appreciation Program. So I'm not going to talk about the details of the program. The whole point of this video is that my client received this voucher, and this year she was actually able to get it extended going into this year because it had expired last year. She hadn't found a home within her price range. So she actually called up CalHFA, and CalHFA had not used all of their vouchers, and she was able to get it extended into this year. And then she found a home and was able to get into escrow, and literally we're getting ready to go to loan docs on this program. So not only did I go out and promote this program, find a client who fit into the box and fit into the guidelines, and then she was able to receive a voucher, but now we're getting ready to close. Like a year and a half after her receiving this voucher, we're literally going to loan docs. It's funny, I'm talking right now, and I get little reminders on my phone, and a message just came across about this file. So I'm super pumped. And the reason that I'm sharing this and I want to get this out there is because there's a lot of programs out there for buyers, okay? Not just a standard FHA, VA, conventional, but there's all these other programs out there, including down payment assistance programs. The company that we use, or that we put all of our down payment assistance loans through, is CalHFA. And this is a great organization. They help people with their down payment. They also even have closing cost assistance programs too. And, a lot of people hear about these programs and they wonder, they go, oh, is it really true? Do any of those loans actually close? And the answer to all of this is yes, there are these programs out there. I mean, let's face it, home affordability is not so affordable anymore. It's tough for people to save, $20,000, $30,000 for a down payment on a home. And if they have saved that money, a lot of people want to hold on to that, right? Let's say they're good and they've saved that money, but maybe they don't have money for closing costs, or maybe they don't want to use all of their money for the down payment. They want to build a nest egg or reserve in case something happens down the road, right? They have some savings built up. So there's these programs that are out there, again, down payment and closing cost assistance programs that buyers can utilize. And I'm really excited about this one because, again, when this program's only been out for 2 years. And the first year it came out, we had, I think it was 2 or 3 applicants apply. They didn't get the voucher. And then last year, I think I had 4. It was 4 clients apply for the 20% down payment assistance program. And one of them received the golden ticket. So, I mean, just to even get the golden ticket is an accomplishment in itself because they didn't issue a whole lot of the certificates. I don't have the exact number on how many certificates that were being issued. I think it was somewhere around like 2,000. But I think CalHFA had upwards of 300,000 people apply last year for the golden ticket. And again, one of my customers received it. So the first step is just qualifying and applying. The second step is just even getting the voucher. And then the third step is putting it into motion and going and finding that house that's within your price range and getting an offer accepted, which, by the way, is a feat in itself because, there's a lot of realtors out there that, when they see down payment assistance, they assume that there's something wrong with the client, right? Like they have low credit scores, or they don't have a lot of money. Why are they using this program? Should I, get into an escrow with somebody that has down payment assistance? So we're fighting the misconceptions of this program. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really excited for this family because, again, they entrusted me, the real estate agent and the client entrusted me last year to work with them and get them approved. And then I worked with them every step of the way. We filed all the paperwork with them and they got that golden ticket. And then we just stayed with them along the way, just updating their approval, looking at every individual house, making sure that it was the perfect house that would fit within the guidelines. And they got their offer accepted. We've got all our conditions cleared and we're literally going to loan docs. They're going to be signing loan docs this week and then hopefully closing on Friday. So yeah, I'm really pumped about it. And I wanted to share this with you because, again, it's important for anybody who's looking for a lender, right? There's a ton of lenders out there, and there's a lot of lenders out there who are really good at their job, just like me. But I wanted to really just get across to everybody, anybody who's watching this video, whether you're a buyer or you're a realtor, I am that guy who's going to go to bat for you and go to bat for your clients. This year, not just even talking about the CalHFA, but I closed 2 loans this year that I had been working on for 2 years prior. So these were customers that had credit issues. These were customers that were self-employed and needed to kind of restructure their taxes in a way so that they could qualify for the loan that they wanted. And I spent 2 years working for these clients, getting them dialed in, right? We put together a plan, we got them dialed in, and they were able to purchase this year. So I had one that had an income issue, I had another one that had a credit issue, and then we had this CalHFA program. It was a complete long shot, but the customer wanted it, and I jumped in with 2 feet, and I had an awesome team behind me too. I have a lot of people behind the scenes that nobody ever really gets to see, but it all just came together for everybody. And I'm really excited that this is working out. And I wanted to get that out there that if you are a buyer or you're a realtor and you need a lender who's going to go the extra mile and be there for your clients, not just on the easy stuff, right? But the little bit more difficult deals. And you need somebody who's going to be there long term, who's willing to invest their time, right? I've invested a lot of time into my clients over the last couple of years. I'm that guy who will do that for you. Again, Brian, the home loan guy. I also do real estate. But yeah, this is not about real estate. This is just about loans. So I just wanted to shoot that out there and say, I have a client who got that voucher. We're getting ready to close, and I couldn't be more excited for them. I'm going to be doing another video on closing day too, but I just wanted to share this. So yeah, anyways, with that. While I'm also on here, I also wanted to share some information that we're seeing, and everybody can kind of take a look at this too. Today, some news broke out of Bank of America, where Bank of America has now kind of changed their tune on where they see the economy going and where they're projecting the market to go. And Bank of America came out and literally said that they don't see a recession happening. A matter of fact, all these economic policies that the Trump administration has been putting into play is going to actually boom. We're going to see a market boom. And this is really important for people to know this, especially home buyers. Interest rates have been slowly moving lower, and they're going to continue to slowly move lower. And even though we've seen an increase in inventory and we've seen a lot of buyers sit on the sidelines, as mortgage rates move lower, more buyers are going to come into the market, and they're going to absorb a lot of that inventory, that excess inventory that we've seen come to the market in the last 3 to 6 months. That inventory is going to get absorbed, okay? And as inventory starts to get absorbed, right? What happens? Supply versus demand. Values will start to push up. So if you are a home buyer, whether you're approved or you're thinking about getting approved, I cannot stress this enough. It is currently a buyer's market, currently, but that is going to be changing in the months ahead. So You do not want to wait around. I've had many conversations with people who said, I'm going to wait till rates move lower. If you do that, you're shooting yourself in the foot. What you want to do, because rates are already starting to move lower, okay? Take advantage right now of the low home prices and the massive seller incentives. Sellers are giving away the house, okay? Most sellers are giving away $5,000 to $10,000 towards closing costs. They're doing rate buy downs. They're dropping their price. You need to take advantage of this, okay? This is an opportunity. I've been doing this for 20 years. 20 years. I'm an expert in this. Okay. I've literally real estate loans, been entrenched in this business for 20 years. And I'm telling you, it is my professional advice. If you are a buyer, you need to go out and find a home within the next 3 to 6 months because the market is going to change. Okay. As rates move lower, that inventory is going to get absorbed. Prices are going to start to go up as buyer affordability increases. And with Bank of America coming out, we call them the big three, Chase, B of A, and Wells Fargo. B of A coming out saying that they don't see a recession at all. They see a complete turnaround in the economy based on manufacturing and the infusion of money due to the one big, beautiful bill that was passed. They see nothing but really great things for the economy. So you have one of the big three coming out and publicly saying this. And there's a lot of other economists out there that are seeing the same thing, seeing the signals. Okay. So it's very important that you take our advice and you purchase now, because this is currently a buyer's market, but it's not going to remain a buyer's market for too much longer. And remember, you can always refinance, right? I don't really like the saying, marry the home, date the rate. But in this case, knowing that rates are trending lower, okay, and the market's getting ready to turn, and the infusion of money that's hit the market, okay, and all the manufacturing jobs that are coming back and going to be generated based off of all the stuff that is going on with the new administration, everything that they're doing. This is a signal. This is the time that you need to act, because again, this market is only going to stay in this dip for so long before it starts to take off. So I wanted to share that information. I'm going to continue to share that information, and anything else I feel is important, I am going to get out and let everybody know. But again, I'm going to end this video on a good note. I'm super excited, super pumped for my client. It's just amazing that this all came together for them. They're really neat people, and they deserve this. They've been looking for a long time, and I'm just very proud. So yeah, if you ever need anything, you have questions, you know where to find me. Brian, the home loan guy in real estate, one-stop shop for all things real estate. Take care, everybody.